Your last name is Smith, Jones, Johnson, Jefferson, Nottingham. Those are slave names. How is Trump different from Hitler? Wake up! Welcome to Nazi Germany, where this and this are the same thing. They're the same thing, y'all. Hope y'all realize the purpose of this video is to let people know what's going on. I need all the Trumpies and maggots to comment. How is Trump different from Hitler? How is Trump any different from Hitler? He's declaring Antifa, who is anti-fascism, who is against, they don't even have a leader. It's not even like a real organization for real. It's just people that just are against what they're against. He's saying to declare an anti-fascist, anti-racist as a terrorist group. What is he saying? I love fascism. I love racism. Do more of that. More! All the undercover KKK members are standing behind this shit. We are entering the modern day Nazi Germany. Let's look it up. I got it right here. Let's break it down. What is a Nazi? Extreme nationalism. So that means someone who's extremely American pride. America this, America. Fuck them niggers. America this, America that. That's one. Racism. That's okay. I feel like I'm white. I'm better. Or I feel like I'm better than you because of the color of your skin. I'm better than you because of the color of your skin. I deserve opportunities first. I get here first. I get all the picks first. I get to choose my life, my path before you because of the color of my skin. Especially anti-Semitism against Jews. Okay? So you can also be racist against black people as well. You can be racist against Jews, you can be racist against Muslims, all this shit, yes. Symbols. The swastika flag. The same thing as the American flag. Same thing as the Confederate flag, right? Right, y'all? The Nazi salute. Whatever the fuck they say when the German anthem comes on. America. Same thing. A bunch of kids sitting like this. A bunch of people sitting like this. It's all the same. It's a slave song. Let's look it up. You don't believe me? The national anthem. The national anthem, dog. The national anthem, second verse. All right, my bad. It's the Star Spangled Banner. Not the national anthem. My fault. It's the Star Spangled Banner. Wait, is the Star Spangled Banner the national anthem? Yeah, I'm tripping. All right, boom. The second verse of the Star Spangled Banner. That is our national anthem. That is what the nation believes, and that is what the nation wants to be remembered for. So we talked about the Nazi salute, the same thing as the American national anthem salute to this racist country, racist national anthem, all that shit. They had niggas tied up in a basement saying, "In God we trust, free men." They talking about free men in the national anthem, but got niggas tied up in a basement. They wrote all men are created equal, but got niggas tied up in a basement. Make it make sense. This is inhumane people. These are inhumane people, okay? These are the same people who disguise Jesus and Christianity and God and try to fool you with that. They're like, oh God, and do all this inhumane shit. I had a question. I was like, wasn't the KKK a religious Christian group? Yeah. But didn't they burn crosses? Yeah. Isn't that against God's beliefs and against true Christianity? Well, yeah, but it was God's calling. God is telling us to do this crazy shit, to hang people, to burn crosses on their lawns, to bomb their neighborhoods, to bomb their thriving communities. They say God tells them to do that. That is what these Christian MAGA Charlie Kirks do. They dog whistle to these people, say, hey, this is how we feel, but it's under the name of Christ, but Christ said, and Christ. Get the fuck out of here, dog. God does not love you. I hope to tell you. If you are murdering, if you are spreading hate, racism, God does not love you. He doesn't. You're going against everything he stands for, everything he stood for. Jesus, all that. It's inhumane and disgusting, okay? So I need everyone to understand that we are falling into this same pattern of Nazi Germany, a dictatorship, one ruler, and everyone is censored. If you are not agreeing with the Nazis, if you're not rallying on the Nazis, if you're against the Nazis, if you have any free thought, if you have any rebuttal, if you have any debate with these guys, no. That's why they killed Charlie Kirk. I hope y'all know that. Wake up. They want civil unrest to do this. Left and the right are fighting so crazy, right? So crazy to the point we start killing each other. It starts getting real violent, all this shit. Civil war. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of, and Trump goes, all right, it's getting out of hand. Martial law. Martial law. That's right. Tanks, army, military coming to the states to govern and control all this shit. That's what's gonna happen. And then you know what's gonna happen after that? Declare war, declare civil war around 2027, 2028. Right when Trump is gonna get reelected, right when Trump's presidency term is about to end, you know what he's gonna do? You know what Trump's gonna do? Find a loophole how to stay in office. You know what the loophole is? Oh, we're in a civil war. We're in a national emergency. The nation is unrest, and the nation is chaotic right now, and we're in a war with the nation, a civil war. We have to stop this. No, that delays all presidential campaigns. It delays the presidential vote. That's what it does. If there's civil unrest in the nation and a civil war going on, and it's all chaotic, all crazy shit going on between the people, and he has to send that martial law in, and then he can say, boom, there's too much shit going on. Let's delay the election and all this shit. And that's how he is going to stay in office.
President Trump will run and win again in 2028.
How do you think he gets another term?
We have almost 4 years to go, and that's a long time. But despite that, so many people are saying, you've got to run again.
Is limited in his role with regard to elections, except that where there is a threat to the national sovereignty of the United States.
I said that.
I think maybe the president is thinking that he will exercise some emergency powers to protect the federal elections going forward.
That's what's going on. That's what they're saying. So this is what he's gonna do: delay all elections. All elections will be delayed till further notice. This is nasty work, but we here, bro. This is what it is. Pay attention. Fight this. We're gonna be a communist country soon, where the government owns everything. They have a say in everything. They own everything. Dictatorship. One ruler. Speak out against them, you can be jailed. You can be hurt. You can be imprisoned. Is that a world you want to live in? I'm talking to the sane people at this point, because the MAGAs are long gone. If you're a MAGA and you're not wealthy, you're an idiot. He doesn't give a fuck about you. You just saw the video of him talking about Charlie Kirk. You saw the video. He said, how do you feel about Charlie Kirk? Well, that building over there is really freaking beautiful. Never once, I feel sorry for the guy, everything that's none of that. Entering Nazi Germany, okay? This is Nazi Germany. And like how I talked about before, how black people living in America is the same thing as the Jews still living in Germany. Let me break it down to you. Germany does not worship Hitler at all. They don't worship him. No statues. He's not on the money. He's not named after shit. Anything. It's all in museums. It's Holocaust Museum. Let's remember the time. Let's remember what we did. It was fucked up. This and the third. All this shit, right? It's a days of remembrance. Instead of celebrating Hitler, Germany has official days to remember victims of the Holocaust. Erase slavery. They do shit like this. Out of here, you fucking Europeans. Make me sick. Trump admin reportedly removed slavery history from all national parks. They remove our histories. They change our names. They do this. Slavery, KKK, Jim Crow, bomb our shit. They're just like, ooh, they keep this shit on our necks like this, and they say, don't let up. If we let up, they're going to know their power. They're going to know how it was before 1492 when Columbus came. They're going to know. We can't let them even feel that. They feel that, they have too much power, and that is when shit is gonna go left. We have to stay on it. It's white country. It's us. Don't let coloreds in, immigrants in. Build the wall. We should have built the wall when y'all fucking came here. They removed slavery from national parks. They put slave owners on our money, on our schools, on our national parks, on our roads. Celebrate it. Holidays, they celebrate it. They celebrate Columbus Day, Jefferson Day, Thanksgiving. They celebrate all this disgusting shit. 4th of July. They celebrate the demise of us. The past 400 years, all the genocide. They celebrate genocide. They celebrate it. What Israel is doing to Gaza, people say that's not genocide. Let's just call a spade a spade. It's genocide. You're bombing hospitals. You're mass killing people. It is genocide. People out there that say it's not. You can't. There's no arguing those people. They're already lost. There's no arguing them. Okay. So that is what that's what it's like for the Black American. We are constantly reminded of our slave owner. Constantly reminded of this shit. They throw it in our face and worship them and still kick us to the ground. Still try to stomp us in. Still try to bash racism and still try to uphold white supremacy. It's cult behavior and it's sick, bro. Wake up, y'all, okay? Pay attention to the news. Pay attention to what's going on. All my black brothers, if you tote guns, tote them to the enemy. Ray down the street is not your enemy. That DM'd your girl that said something slick at the park and you want to go spin the block, that's not your enemy. You are wasting your bullets and you're gonna take your black ass to jail for no reason. If you're gonna go to jail, do it for a good cause. Do it for the color of your skin. Do it for your ancestors, okay? Because these are the enemy. These are the people that have been taking shit from you, your your aunt, your uncle, your cousins, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and your great-great-grandparents. Your last name is Johnson. Your last name is Friedman. Your last name is Smith, Jones, Johnson, Thomas, Jefferson, Washington, Nottingham, Birmingham, Buckingham. Those are slave names. Those are slave names. Okay? Wake up. You're still dragging slavery. Oh, come on, man. Dragging slavery? You can't drag slavery. Everyone white benefits from slavery to this day. A 400-year head start. Land, inheritance, houses passed down, companies passed down, wealth passed down from generation to generation. That's where most of white wealth comes from. Inheritance. Most white wealth comes from inheritance. Black people can't pass down shit. Why? Because we don't own shit. Are we not smart? No, it's meant this way. You can't sleep at night. Yeah, Black Wall Street? We cannot accept this. We cannot allow this. No! That goes against everything we believe. If they excel, we decline. Go kill them. That's what's going on, y'all. We here. It's the same shit. If you plan on having kids, if your kids is 2 years old, 3 years old, this is the world they're gonna live in. So if you're not political, it's time to start paying attention to politics, because it's coming to you. It's coming to your doorstep. The National Guard, they're here. They're already here. Project 2025, he's halfway there. Is Project 2025. Project 2025, conservative think tank by the Heritage Foundation, by who I just said about Reaganomics and how they wanted Reagan as the next Trump. Ask who the first president was under the Heritage Foundation. Reagan. Yep. The first president under the Heritage Foundation, once they got their footing, was Reagan. Now Trump is here to finish the mission. Trump is here to finish the racist mission, the dictator mission of the Heritage Foundation. Executive branch overhaul. They want to reorganize the Departments of Justice, immigration, social issues. They want to get rid of healthcare, funding for healthcare, climate control shit. This is all to be done in the first 180 days. Concentration of power, civil liberties. The proposed policies could erode civil rights. They're trying to take back civil rights. So for everybody saying Charlie Kirk was a good person, Trump's a good guy, these are people that are saying civil rights was a mistake. MAGA, make America great again. Let's go back to 1930s. Charlie Kirk, his IG name is Charlie Kirk 1776. 1776. Who wants to go back to 1776 besides rich white supremacists? That they can whip slaves and do all this shit and just shoot people and rape people and not give a fuck and no one will bat an eye. That's what they want. This is sick. So let's break it down, y'all. The caption says, if this were happening in another country, what would you call it? The Department of Justice deletes a study showing domestic terrorists are most often right-wing. Domestic terrorists are most often American Comeback Tour. Charlie Kirk, 1777. 1776. Who wants to go back to 1776 besides rich, racist, white supremacists? 1776 was not a good time for anybody but them. The 1930s, not a good time but them. They wrote They wrote in the Constitution, all men are created equal, but had niggas tied up in their basement. These are the same people doing this shit. So I need y'all to understand the hypocrisy, the sick behavior, and then also they like to tie it to Jesus, God, and Christianity. Well, God did this and God did that. The KKK was burning crosses. I'm not trying to hear that. Y'all niggas want to get mad. Niggas want to get mad at Cardi and Uzi for wearing an upside down cross. But the KKK is burning crosses and doing all inhumane shit, hanging people, doing public lynchings where people watch people die. Watch people die for nothing but the color of their skin. Yeah, we here. Don't let them tell you otherwise. That's why Kimmel just got canceled for telling the truth. That's real truth. Charlie Kirk wasn't telling the truth, y'all. He wasn't telling the truth. He was dog whistling white supremacist talking points. Charlie Kirk was nothing but a MAGA agent sent to college campuses to persuade white liberals or white people on the fence or white independent kids, or just not even white, just kids. Let's get to the youngest possible. We can't go to high schools. That's illegal. They're under 18. Wake up. Wake up! We can't go to high schools. They're under 18. Where do we go? Colleges, where their mind is still young. They haven't been radicalized fully yet. We can still get them. We can still get them on our side, Trump. They debate these young kids to persuade them with stats. Because every time you look up a Charlie Kirk stat that he said, it's not true. It's not true. None of it. And every one of my comments like the Charlie Kirk fans agree with him, and there's not the non-Charlie Kirk fans. And there's the people that don't comment and just instead of typing a paragraph on the comment, it would take you half the time to go on Google and ask, are 80% of do 80% of kids black kids grow up without a father? And you'll see that's a fucking blatant lie. A blatant lie. Blatant. Multiple sources, you can look it up right now. We're all on the same internet. If this were happening in any other country, what would we call it? What would we call it? Y'all tell me in the comments. I'm not even gonna say it. Y'all tell me. What would we call this? We here. Welcome to Nazi Germany. Hail Trump. All hail Trump. We here.